Is free. Write Consumer Information Center, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Send for it today.
Don't miss the boat.
It's action, adventure, and beauty with that all-American girl, Wonder Woman. Tonight at 6 on Channel 48.
How am I supposed to get in touch with you?
Well, I'm sorry. That's your problem, isn't it, miss? Good night.
Wait a minute, please.
I am sorry. Rules are rules.
You don't seem to understand. This is a matter of life or death.
Edge of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. Clean softens, controls static. Bold 3.
You gotta find it, Grandma.
I did. Mommy's favorite birthday dress.
Perfect for you. It's dirty.
Needs a good old-fashioned cleaning.
Feels rough, too.
We'll use Bold 3. Detergent plus fabric softener, all in one.
How can a detergent with a newfangled fabric softener give an old-fashioned clean and soften, too?
Bold 3 can.
Watch.
We took the softening and static control of a full-strength fabric softener and concentrated it into a powder. Then we combined it with Bold 3's powerful powder detergent.
Now, I call that an old-fashioned clean.
So soft, too.
Such softness from a box of detergent.
Look, no static cling here.
Bold 3 for an old-fashioned clean and a newfangled fabric softener in one.
Can these hands fool you? Who's mother and who's daughter? Can't tell? Meet Pat Kendall and Laura. They're both students at Northwestern.
When you're in school with students Laura's age, young-looking hands are very important.
And Mom's hands are very young-looking. Similar to mine.
Pat Kendall does lots of dishes. What's her secret?
She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I.
I've used Ivory Liquid 20 years. It's very mild to my hands.
Lab tests show Ivory Liquid's mildest to hands of all leading brands.
It's thick and creamy looking. I love the rich suds. Nothing we tried gets dishes cleaner. I'm counting on keeping my hands young-looking, like Mom's. And Ivory Liquid will help.
Mild Ivory Liquid, because young-looking hands are worth holding on to.
All right. If it's that urgent, I will give him a message. What is it?
I'm afraid it's personal.
Oh, I see. Life or death, but personal.
Yes. Listen, does he take a dinner break? I can wait until then.
It's really not that important, is it?
It's very important. I have to see him, and I've driven a long way.
What do all you girls see in that man?
Look, does he ever leave the clinic?
I'm sorry. I can't waste any more of my time.
No, please. Miss? Okay, now what do I do? I haven't driven all this way for nothing.
I just want to taste it.
It's excellent coffee, Jody.
Thank you. Plenty more if you want some.
As a matter of fact, the whole meal was superb.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to agree it didn't turn out that bad. Although I can think of one thing that would have made it a lot more enjoyable.
What's that?
Oh, being able to set the dinner table for 3.
Yes, if only.
Well, at least we know there's going to be 3 in the very near future.
4 the way Adam is growing up.
True. I tell you, the day Nicole comes marching through that door, it's going to be like Christmas, the 4th of July, and my birthday all rolled up in one.
Well, the nice thing will be to know that when she does come home, she will be well, and she will be a part of our lives for a very long time to come.
Oh, of course, you're going to be seeing her before she's ready to come home.
Look, the invitation to join me going down there still stands.
I know, but I can't. I mean, I've got to get to the studio and start working my way back into shape.
All right, I know. There are other weekends, huh?
Is it definite that you'll be going to Key West Saturday morning?
Yeah, Dr. Newman's agreed to take over for me.
That's great. Then you're all set.
Almost.
Well, what else is there?
Well, I just want to make sure you're going to be all right.
Miles, when that flight you booked on leaves, you're going to be on it. And I'll be fine.
I know I sound like an over-anxious brother-in-law, and I really ought to know that you can take care of yourself by now.
I can. Listen, I was alone so much as a kid, it was necessary to learn how. And besides, I don't know what you're worried about. I'm going to have company. I'll have a whole house full of company.
That's true, that's true. You have Mrs. Goodman, Adam.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget my four-legged friend.
Oh, that's right. Mustn't forget Muffin. Part of the household by now.
Sorry about the rug.
Yes, yes. Well, listen, that reminds me, that little stuffed dog that you gave Nicole, that was a big hit.
Oh, good, I'm glad. You know, I was really afraid she was going to think it was a silly gift.
Well, sometimes it's a silly gift that touches the heart the most. You know, she didn't even bother to pack it when she was getting ready to leave. She got onto the plane with it cradled in her arms like that. Should have seen her at the airport. She looked like a little girl. She was small and vulnerable. I felt like pinning a little sign on her dress saying, "Please take good care of me."
You miss her an awful lot, don't you?
How'd you guess?
It won't be long now.
Right. Well, that's probably your date, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be Kelly. Hello.
Marge came in like a lion. Hi, Dr. Gavin.
Kelly, good to see you again.
Oh, are you hungry? Because if you are, there's plenty of stew left over in the kitchen.
And it is good, too. I think it's Jody's new secret recipe.
No, thanks. We're not going to have time if we want to get to that movie. Besides, I just came from having a bite to eat with Gavin.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to get up to my study. I got a whole stack of medical journals to catch up on.
Miles, would you do me a favor?
Sure.
If Nicole calls, send her my love.
Will do. You two have a good time.
Good night.
Good night.
I'll get my coat.
How's your leg coming along?
Oh, it's wonderful. I should be dancing up a storm in no time.
That's good to hear. Jody, could I talk to you about something before we go?
Sure, what's up?
Well, something has just happened, and I think you ought to know about it. Would you sit down, please?
Why am I getting the feeling this isn't going to be good?
Do you remember that accident that cost Gavin a broken leg?
What about it?
Well, did he ever tell you exactly how it happened?
Why, no, he never did.
Jody, it wasn't an accident. I mean, he just didn't fall down. He was pushed.
What do you mean?
I mean, he was knocked down by 3 goons in an alley outside the nightclub where he and Martine were dancing in New York. They broke his leg deliberately. They smashed it so he could never dance again. I guess it was their way of getting even.
Why? What did Gavin do to them?
Well, at the time, Gavin thought that it was because Martine was leaving the act.
My God, that's terrible. It's no wonder Gavin's so bitter about it.
Gets worse, Jody.
Oh, you're kidding.
Now Gavin believes that there might be an entirely different reason for the attack on him. Jody, he just heard that the beating was bought and paid for by Sky Whitney.
What?
Skylar Whitney.
looking for me?
Serious card.
It's a Hallmark.
Hallmark has 1,690 different ways to say happy birthday, and one of them is your way.
Never said this to me before.
Hey, what a card can say for you.
Daddy, I'm gonna keep this forever.
Hey, what a Hallmark card can do.
Bones brand dog snack from Purina is so much like a real steak bone, dogs will even act like they have a real bone. Some dogs play with bones before they crunch it up, but some don't play around at all. Because just like a real bone, Bones has a crunchy teeth-cleaning outer ring and a soft, beefy-tasting center. So dogs like bones, like dogs like bones. And now there are large bones, medium bones, and small bones.
Well, I trust you enjoyed the meal?
Yes, but really nothing to get excited about.
Would you like to order something else?
Thank you. I've had my fill.
Well, now that dinner is done, what would you like to do to while away the evening hours?
I hadn't given it much thought, but I'm open to suggestions.
Well, how about curling up with a good book? Or seeing if there's something decent on the tube?
A quiet evening at home, fine with me.
You'll be having a quiet evening at home. I've got to go out for a few hours.
I see.
On business. I've got to get together with some contractors who are making some finishing touches on the theater.
No.
Well, I told them I wanted to get together as soon as possible, and this is what they suggested.
You seem to make more and more appointments after the sun goes down.
Well, it can't be helped. This is a king-size job getting this dance theater ready, and there simply aren't enough hours in the day.
I know you hate to delegate authority, but our 14-hour day is really necessary.
They are, if I plan to get this curtain up.
What's the great hurry? We've postponed this opening twice so far.
Well, that's the point. The dance aficionados here in Monticello have been very patient with us. I think it's about time they got a chance to see Miss Martine Duval on stage.
And company.
I am determined to have this company open by March 21st. That's an appropriate time, don't you think?
In what way?
Well, it's first day of spring, ma chérie. Time of new beginnings. And something else. It was just around this time of year that you and I first met. Perhaps I should order an anniversary cake.
I'd rather you didn't.
Because you'd rather forget just how we met, am I right?
You know, it's the second time you brought up this thing in the last 2 days.
Oh, have I?
Yes. What's the porn sky?
Perhaps I'm just a sentimental fool.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
I'll tell you the reason, Angel. It seems that, judging by your recent behavior, you've forgotten quite a bit about your past. It really wouldn't do for you to lose touch with your roots, Angel. Why don't you have room service clean up this mess? Bonsoir.
Remember me?
Uh-huh, you're that husband who works late.
Cold fried chicken. Too bad you can't fry it again.
Hey, hand me my Crisco oil.
You wouldn't.
It was your idea.
It'll soak up more oil. Won't it taste greasy?
Think positive.
No greasy taste.
Even fried twice. Crisco oil's great.
Well, it was my idea.
Huh?
Why do Crisco oil foods taste great?
No greasy taste.
And Crisco oil has no cholesterol.
The Wake Up America Show, Bob Starr saying rise and shine. The Wake Up America Show,
If Bob Starr doesn't get up, nobody gets up. He depends on Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener. No other soap refreshes like Coast with its exhilarating scent. No soap has bubblier lather. Coast brings you back to life.
The Wake Up America Show. Bob Starr saying, rise and shine, everybody. All you sleepyheads out there, get up, wake up.
Bring yourself back to life with Coast, the eye-opener.
What one family can do to a bathroom. And it's not just the dirt. It's those bathroom germs. So I don't just clean. I cometize.
See? Comet disinfects as it cleans, so it wipes away the dirt and the germs.
That's cometized. Comet even kills up to 99% of toilet bowl germs. That's cometized.
Comet with Chloranol, so effective nothing cleans and disinfects bathrooms better.
So don't just clean your bathroom. Cometize.
I meant what I said, Mrs. Carr. I really do feel sorry for you.
Your sympathy touches me deeply.
I mean, it must be rough on you being cooped up like this, you know?
I found out what it's like to be in prison and have my own personal jailer.
I'll tell you what. Just to prove to you that my heart's in the right place, how about you and me going for a nice little walk tomorrow morning right after breakfast?
I can hardly wait.
Come on, you need the exercise. Just so long as you promise not to try any funny business. Okay? Okay. I'll pencil you into my date book for 9:30, okay?
Well, how nice. You're actually doing your job.
I always do my job. What do you want?
Manners, Sharkey. And how is our patient?
See for yourself.
Mm-hmm. You and I have to talk, Sharkey.
So talk.
Outside, please. And now.
Whatever you say. I'll be right back, Mrs. Carr. I'm listening.
Consider this a warning, Sharkey. The only one you're going to get.
What'd I do?
Tell your towny girlfriends that they are never to come here again.
What happened?
You had a visitor tonight.
Some girl come around here looking for me?
Well, she got as far as the gate. Then I set her straight and sent her on her way.
Who was she?
Well, I didn't ask for a calling card.
Well, tell me what she looked like.
It was too dark to tell. She was probably one of those floozy waitresses from that gin mill you hang out in.
Well, I just can't wait for my nights off, Mrs. B. What can I say?
Well, you tell them they had better wait, or you are going to have every night off. Now, do you understand?
Yeah, well, I'll put the word out that Sharky's off limits while he's on duty.
This will never happen again.
I tell you, when you say 15 minutes, you don't kid around. You're right in time.
Look, are you sure I'm not upsetting any plans you might be having?
What plans? Jody's gone off to a movie with Kelly. I've had my fill of medical journals for the evening. I'm happy for the company.
Oh. Right, the two of us seem to be at loose ends these days.
Yeah, it's no fun, is it? You ready to lose some money?
Big difference is, you and Nicole are going to be back together again very soon.
Well, so are you in April. Listen, would you like some coffee? This is cold. I can heat it up.
Oh, no. It's much too late for that. Look at you. Are you sure you weren't going to go to bed early tonight?
Listen, there is no time limit. Now, just relax, will you?
Okay. I thought it would be a good time for a visit. Cliff actually got some poor girl to cook dinner for him at the apartment tonight.
Three's a crowd, right?
Yeah. I told him I was going to go to a movie. I didn't feel like it. I can't lose myself in a dark theater. Just end up thinking about my own story.
It's going to have a happy ending, Draper. Come on.
Well, I don't know, Miles. The only ending I can see is Emily having the baby, making my life even more miserable.
Well, you better find an answer before that.
Yeah, I know.
Tell you, the situation's tough enough on April now, as it is. Just thinking about the baby being born. Once it's a real, live, crying infant.
Can't you just see Emily demanding that the kid call me Daddy? Miles, she's even going to name the kid Draper Jr. Every night.
Well, that means the lines of communication are still open. That's encouraging.
It doesn't make any difference, Miles. I mean, I call her up and I say, how are you? How is Julia? Fine. Goodbye. That's it.
Well, if you want to make the call from here this evening, feel free to use the phone anytime.
No, I already called once. I got the housekeeper. She said that April was out for the evening and wasn't expected back.
Maybe she's playing cards.
Wherever she is, hope she's all right.
Specials are on the blackboard, hon. If you'd like to see the regular menu, I have to make another trip.
No, I'm sure one of the specials will be just fine. Just give me a second to decide which one.
The chili con carne is best in the lot. Take my word for it.
Sounds good to me.
I know most of the faces in and around East Meadows, and yours isn't one of them.
Well, that's because I just arrived here a little while ago.
Just passing through, or did you move to these parts recently?
Just visiting. Don't plan to stay too long.
Enjoy your stay. Folks around here are pretty friendly. They smile, and they all say hello.
I'll remember that. Listen, maybe you could answer a question for me?
Well, one question comes with the dinner special, free of charge.
Thanks. Do you know of a place not too far away from here called the Rexford Clinic?
If you're planning on doing some sightseeing, honey, I can steer you to a lot better places than that.
But you are familiar with it.
If you live in East Meadows, you can't help but know about that joint.
Doesn't sound like you like it too much.
No one in town likes the Rexford. Dr. Frankenstein's place is what we call it.
Why?
It's not because they're doing any hush-hush experiments out there or anything. The doc who runs the place is a plastic surgeon. But sometimes the patients come into town with their heads all bandaged. It scares the daylights out of the little kids.
Do you know anyone there?
No patients.
How about the staff?
The doctors? Never set foot in this place. I guess we're too lowbrow for them. But the orderlies, oh, that's another story entirely. You can't keep those louts away. They're in here every night looking for chicks.
Would you like to dance, baby?
No, thank you.
Come on, let's have a wiener roast. You need to build a fire. All you need's a roasted hot dog, Oscar Mayer.
Yes, Oscar Mayer roasts each hot dog for real roasted flavor. So anywhere you cook up an Oscar Mayer hot dog, you've got a wiener roast.
Yes, the roasting made a hot dog #1 from coast to coast. When you've got an Oscar Mayer, you've got a wiener roast.
Patty Piper's back with another Pick-a-Pack of Panties. Sears Super Value. Pick-a-Pack of Panties, a fine quality outerline fabrics of polyester and cotton or 100% nylon in 3 styles. Just $2.95 a 5-pack. That's 59 cents each. Pick whites, prints, or colors. A special purchase at $2.95 a 5-pack. That's 59 cents each. So come pick a pack of panties before Patty picks them all. While quantities last. At Sears, where America shops for value.
Fred follows Lamont on a date and makes an even bigger fool of himself than usual tonight at 7 on Sanford & Son. Then later, inflation has Archie wrapped around its chubby finger on All in the Family tonight at 7:30, right here on Channel 48.
Waiting too long.
Oh, didn't even know you left.
If you like the chili so much you want to compliment the chef, just call me over.
You make this?
Mm-hmm. Recipe's been in my family for 2 or 3 weeks now. I filched it out of a cookbook.
It's delicious.
You forgive me if I ask you a personal question?
One personal question allowed with the dinner.
Well, you're not planning on checking into this Rexford place, are you?
Why, it's a good hospital, isn't it?
Oh, they only take people who need facelifts and stuff like that. You're just as pretty as a picture the way you are.
Thanks. I wasn't, planning on getting any work done. I was just curious.
Yeah. Well, here are my manners. Least I could do is introduce myself. I'm Sydney Clark.
Hey, Sydney?
I own this place, lock, stock, and bank account.
I'm June Kavanaugh.
Nice to meet you, June. Just call me Sid.
Sid, maybe you can tell me where the closest hotel is.
Well, East Meadows isn't exactly the tourist capital of the Midwest. The closest motel is about 10 miles out of town on the interstate.
That's kind of inconvenient.
Not always. But if you're looking for a place to stay, I got a couple of rooms upstairs. And nothing fancy, no pool or colored TV, but I keep it clean, and what I charge you for rent won't put too much of a dent in your pocketbook.
Well, I think I'll take one.
I thought you were just visiting.
Well, I guess I decided I'd just spend the night.
Hey.
Adele Green can't blow up this breathing bag.
It's too much. I'm stuffed up. I can't breathe.
Try Dristan, long-lasting nasal mist.
It opens.
But will it last all day?
I'm going to wait and see what happens.
All day's gone by. Try the breathing bag now.
I saw it, and I believe it.
Don't you feel any loyalty to your 4-hour spray?
Dristan, long-lasting. This is going to be my product. I have to be loyal to me.
Dristan relieves virtually all day or all night.
Big cans, the Echo Precision can do it. Odd-shaped cans, the Echo Precision can do it. I'm Alice Dodd, and this is the Echo Precision Can Opener. Nylon gears and bearings make turning so easy, opening fast and simple. It leaves edges really smooth, and it goes in your dishwasher. The Echo Precision Can Opener. One more reason we say, when you're looking for extra help in the kitchen, look for Echo.
Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, Cliff Robertson narrates the story of Knute Rockne, the coach for all seasons, on American Lifestyles, right here on Channel 48. Stay tuned now for The Love Boat, coming your way next.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
If 1,200 men couldn't hold a defensive position this morning,
what chance have we with 100?
Tonight at 8, a handful of British soldiers are attacked by the mighty Zulu Nation.
I want this 9 foot high. Firing steps inside. Form details to clear away the Zulu body.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin.